Hey guys, I'm Roden. Welcome to WaterBaby Tarot presented by Bomispirit. I'm going to be doing an energy shift reading today for Mercury into Leo and Venus into Cancer. Mercury moved into Leo a couple days ago, and I believe, what's today? It's like, what's the date? I believe today's the 6th. Yeah, today's the 6th of August, so Venus is moving into Cancer. I believe it's tomorrow or the 8th. But anyway, I've just been thinking of these shifts as a collective energy that we're all going to be going through. We're already in the midst of it. We're already feeling it. So I was already picking up on a lot of different messages for you guys as I was meditating on just what this energy shift is bringing. So let's focus on feminine energy for a second. Now, as you guys know, these are all just labels. When we talk about masculine, feminine energy, they're labels of different aspects of ourselves or how we go into certain action, right, for ourselves or for other people. So feminine energy is like that creative, nurturing aspect. It's that energy where we can like sit back and come up with ideas and start to really manifest, right? There's this need to create. I actually just heard procreate. But it's weird because I was also picking up on like a insecurity about it. And Venus was in Gemini for quite a long time. Hi, Bubs. Clyde is here. He's going to be all over me during this reading. I can already tell you. See? He's already like, love me, love me, love me. I know. Sorry, I'm trying to stay focused for you guys. So Venus was in Gemini for a number of months, also retrograding during that period, while Mars was doing was having a lot of movement itself. Now, you got yourself a spot? Okay, he's like laid out in front of me on the board. I'll have to move him in a minute. Anyway, coming back. Well, Mars was really active and moving through its own shifts. Now Mars is in Aries, and now Mars is going to be in Aries till the rest of the year, where Venus was doing that in Gemini. So now we're having this like dance of masculine, feminine energy within ourselves, and that's manifesting into the external. Now, Mars is sitting in Aries. It's going to be there for a while. It's also going to have a retrograde period. And now feminine energy is kind of getting up and getting back into like shifting mode, right? After feminine energy's had a bit of a break, it's had a little bit of like a recalibration, so to speak. So now it's getting up out of that recalibration. You could even say it's a death rebirth process, all just labels for the same thing. But I do feel a sadness, insecurity with this. So you could be feeling this in your own energy. You could be experiencing this with other people. There's almost an insecurity or like I don't know if I can protect myself, or I don't know if people will want to protect me. It's almost like an insecurity of sitting in feminine energy safely. An insecurity of like, okay, I'm ready to create, I'm ready to be more in my feminine energy, but something doesn't feel safe about it, or something's making me feel like I can't or I'm not supposed to. And then I think that's going to be manifesting in different emotions. I can sense a lot of sadness with the collective. I can sense some depression with the collective. I can even sense anger with the collective. I feel like the anger is actually coming from masculine energy, to be honest. And it's interesting because I can feel this happening within each of us. And like I said, it's manifesting in your relationship. So for some of you where you're feeling a lot of anger, you might be sensing that it's like you feel like you can't trust yourself, or feeling like people aren't trusting you with what you're doing or how you're acting, and you just want people to kind of like just trust. just trust me. Again, you could be experiencing this with someone in particular. Some of you could be experiencing this like lack of trust of yourself, that you're setting a strong foundation, that you're stepping up to the plate enough, or that you can actually accomplish or get done what you need to get done. And so when you're not trusting yourself, you're getting frustrated and angry, but then you're also feeling the sadness of like the parts of you that like want to create, but it's not happening because you're not trusting yourself to have the support system to create. I know, very deep stuff. So like I said, individually within yourself and manifesting to the external. Now I was also getting, damn it, okay. Sorry, they started talking to me and I was like, wait a minute, I was like on track. Okay, so there's something that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, mostly on my Patreon, not necessarily on YouTube that much. I haven't been doing as much on YouTube as you guys know. And I've been doing a lot of other shit outside of YouTube that I need to do. Anyway, bringing it back. Of this push and pull. Don't move the camera, bubby. This push and pull of service to self and service to others. Walking that line of balance of being able to indulge in our desires and our wants and things that make us feel good in a balanced, moderate way, but also showing up for the obligations we already have, showing up for the contracts we signed up for. Some people are really struggling with being able to do that. in wanting to do that. Some people are falling into really, really selfish behavior. Some people, they're just struggling to be a little bit more of the self. So obviously it's going to manifest differently for all of you, but that's also there. And with these indulgences, our desires, it's creeping up on some people. If you've had desires that are, what's what I'm looking for? Putting you in a position of maybe not acting so appropriate with yourself or other people, or acting in unhealthy ways, or maybe not being loyal or honorable to other people and the obligations you have with them, I think that's going to be coming out. All right, this month we have a lot of revealing energy going on. Because we have a lot of Aquarian energy at play too, a lot of that higher consciousness energy. And so we're just going to innately know that something's off or something's wrong. We're also having very like rebellious, ballsy energy to just kind of go and do whatever the fuck we want to do, or even speak very bluntly. So, hi, it's like practically crawling up on me. So just keep that in mind, that if you're hiding something, and we're all human beings, we're not perfect, but if you are hiding something from people and it's like kind of inappropriate, or it's something that's not really healthy, that's going to be coming to light, or you might just be acting on them because you feel like you can't control yourself, and then secrets kind of out. Okay, and of course that's going to manifest with other people, not just yourself. All right. God, there was something else. Come back to me. It's what happens when you get too many downloads. It's like, wait, come back. Dominion of the home. That's right. I know lots of stuff before we even pull any cards. There's also this like dominion and mastery of the home environment. Some of you might be feeling very territorial about your space, or very territorial about your home, and being very blunt about it. Nothing wrong with that. Some of you are feeling the need to kind of like pamper your environment, get it to be a little bit more cozy or luxurious, like really making your space a home, making it cozy, like not just a space you live in, not just a space you exist in. Making a house a home is like literally what I just heard as well. And the people that are going to be involved in that. Some of you are really going to be needing to shift your tribe, so to speak, or I know, he's all over the place. Shifting your tribe as a result of that, because of the shifts that you're experiencing within yourself. And of course, other people are going through this shit too. It's almost like a strange, like, emotional recalibration death process. And it's manifesting in all these different ways. But I do feel major shifts of people's tribes and their home environment as a result of that. Some of you are feeling like you can't stand being in your home environment because it doesn't have that home feeling. It doesn't feel stable. It doesn't feel safe. And so you're like kind of freaking out, trying to understand like why you're so irritated or bothered or sad or depressed. Something needs to change in your environment or your home environment, even if you have to like move. I think a lot of moves are going to be happening in the next couple months. We've already been kind of hearing about that, right? For some of the mega cities anyway. Yeah, and especially with the tribe, I think some of you guys are going to be kind of surprised at how quickly your tribe is changing. There's also people choosing very lower timelines. That's been going on, for a while, even before 2020, but now like we're really feeling it. We're really, really seeing that split. And for some of us, unfortunately, some of those people who are choosing lower timelines are people who really care about who thought we were going to be with us moving forward. I know, lots and lots of stuff. But let's go ahead and pull out some cards if this cat will let me. He's literally like claiming his space. That's kind of the energy too that I was getting with all this, like claiming your space, claiming your home, being very territorial about it. But let's pull cards. Yeah, let's do Tarot Illuminati. All right, bubs. Can I get the space? Can I? All right, you don't like it when I shuffle though. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Any messages for the collective? Yeah, I'm hearing insecure. Insecurity is going to be really peaking, and I think that's going to be the source of the distortion that we're really going to be kind of faced with people and within ourselves. A lot of insecurity around image. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Image, home, and just being able to do what you want to do. Like there's almost an insecurity of like, I can't fulfill my desires without hurting people, or I can't go and create the thing I want to create because I can't support myself in that endeavor, or no one's going to support me. There's a lot of insecurity around that. Insecurity around creation and aesthetics. Interesting. So I'm actually hearing the word romance. I actually feel like romance is going to have a tumultuous time with this energy shift, and just like with what's coming for the rest of August, Uranus retrograding in Taurus like being a big factor in that, not to mention the full moon in Aqua that we're still in the midst of. But romance, it's not that it's not there, there's just, I can feel it, there's so much insecurity plaguing it. It's like, if you think of feminine, masculine energy as just aspects and just, you know, literal energy, not just attributing it to gender, whatever, and like how that manifests within yourself and within your relationships, there's this insecurity and lack of safety and almost like a sadness, almost like a grief, which is why it feels kind of like a death process with feminine energy towards masculine energy of like not showing up, like not having faith that they're going to show up, not having faith that they're going to be providing, protecting, and stable. And I feel this like anger, frustration within masculine energy of that trust not being there, right? Of like not being there and almost like, yeah, not being there. It's like, it's not there. But there's frustration and anger with that. Okay, anyway. I told you I was gonna shuffle. He's like, what are you doing? It's like, I told you I was working. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Sorry, buds. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Mars is retrograding in Aries in September. Keep that in mind. That's going to add a little fuel to the fire with this energy. But by time Mars retrogrades... Wait a minute. By time Mars retrogrades... I feel like Mercury and Venus will have another shift by then. But we're already in the pre-shadow for this retrograde energy with Mars. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? All tropic, by the way, for those wondering. Yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy, anxiety and fear and worry. My stomach just dropped. I just felt that like insecurity, but like wrapped up in sadness and wrapped up in disappointment. Some of you are going to realize some of your distortion, like there's a little bit of a regression. I'm also feeling that, like a little bit of a regressive energy, like going from being very aligned, very in tune with the self, knowing how to like show up for yourself in your own masculine energy and nurture and heal yourself and create from your own feminine energy. And almost like there's a regression of like looking to the external again. I'm feeling that, yeah. I think that's where the disappointment's coming in. The disappointment's coming in from looking to the external outside of yourself, and like you're having to learn to go back to look within yourself. God, getting very specific downloads here. But anyway, all of that not so fun emotion wrapped up in that one card. I feel very like overactive in the mental space, almost draining. They're illusions. A lot of this energy that you're feeling may even turn into projections of projecting this energy on other people. Okay, so just be careful that you're not putting other people in energy that's not really theirs. Okay, just be very mindful, and that may also be happening to you. And as I say that, Magician comes out. Mercury, so Virgo, Gemini, also Aquarius, Scorpio for me as a reader. Divine masculine energy. Like I said, this ability to create. Now, I am feeling that like intense masculine energy that I was feeling before, where there's kind of like frustration with this. Whoa. Sorry, I'm like getting very deep downloads here. Some of the anger and frustration of like, from masculine energy, again, within ourselves and it manifesting external, so take all of this as it resonates, but this frustration and anger of like, trust me, just trust me, just trust me. I'm almost feeling jealousy, which is kind of strange. I'm feeling a little bit of jealousy, almost like masculine, like wanting to create from masculine energy versus feminine energy, but feminine energy creates. Masculine energy helps put that into reality, that creation. There's a reason these aspects are like a duo team, and we can do this for ourselves and with other people. But if this is manifesting in relationships, it's almost like whoever sits in masculine energy or who's trying to act out of masculine energy, they're kind of angry and frustrated because they actually want to be the one who's creating, not just not just helping to protect a creation or just help be a support system for that creation. There's a little bit of this jealousy going on. That to me is totally part of breaking down the old paradigm, right? Of patriarchal ways of being. Like, yeah, that to me feels very old paradigm. And for some of these God, this is getting so deep. For some of these masculine energies, I'm feeling a little bit of an inner battle with that. Like they're battling their jealousy to want to be the ones who create, versus wanting to be the ones that protect and provide and support. Like I'm feeling a little bit of that inner conflict, and I think the feminine aspects, or within these dynamics, are really feeling that, which is why they're like that insecurity, that sadness is coming out with that disappointment. Wow. Okay. Hi, Bubs. Let's keep going. Any other messages, please, for the collective regarding this energy shift? Oh, you can't just lay there. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Come on. Oh my God. Don't drag yourself. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Any other messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Wait, come back. King of Pentacles. Taurian energy. Could also be earth or air. Wow. Yeah, masculine energy, again, within ourselves and externally, it's like trying so hard to get up and create, but there needs to be a balance or some kind of integration with feminine energy in order to create in general. Feminine energy is creative energy. It's nurturing energy. It brings life, literally. Masculine energy supports that, solidifies that, brings that into the physical. This needs to happen within yourself and within your connections with people, but there's almost this I keep wanting to do it like this. I don't know how to explain it. There's this aggravation from masculine energy that's let me do it. But they know they can't do it alone. And if this is going on within you, it's there needs to be just a recalibration of these aspects of yourself, because you can't create without the other. Okay? Interesting. Any other messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Any other messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Wow, just 3 cards. Yeah, an overall look. Empress, the feminine energy in reverse, so Venusian. Libra, Taurus, also divine feminine energy for me as a reader. And look, the death card. There's the death process I've been feeling. Yeah, scorpionic energy. Underneath that, we have the star in reverse. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm getting major disappointment here. Hi, Bubs. Aquarian energy. He just jumped right back up on here. He can't help himself. Wow. Underneath the star in reverse, we have the Prince of Wands. Sag energy could also be Aries or Leo. Now, what I'm about to say, I know is going to trigger some people, but I'm just going to say it. I love Leo energy. I really do. I love it. But when you have Mercury in a Leo energy, in Leo, it can bring beautiful things. It can bring a lot of fun to your life. It can bring fun to situations, even very creative projects. However, in a shadowy aspect, it can lean towards impulsivity. It can even lean towards selfish energy, and I'm kind of picking up on this. Feminine energy is going through some death process here as Venus moves out of Gemini into Cancer. Okay, remember, Gemini is also the North Node. So feminine energy has been going through some kind of recovery, recalibration, and now it's time to come out of that. And it is a death process. It's coming out that way. But coming out of this death process, there's an insecurity that's happening here with other people and with themselves. With feminine energy, with the self, it's this insecurity of being able to feel safe and protected for and provided for in a very divine feminine way. Even if you're male or female, doesn't matter. We're all feeling this to some extent. And we're all working through it differently. And with this Prince of Wands energy, it's almost like not having faith of loyalty. Hold on. I love you so much, but you're in my way. Not having faith that other people are loyal, not having faith that other people are going to be there, show up, and even not having faith in the self of having dedication and strength to protect ourselves. There is that insecurity. I can feel it going on here. And again, this is happening within us and manifesting in our relationships. And on the board, we've got all this masculine energy with the Nine of Swords in reverse, Magician, and King of Pentacles. Now, let's focus on the self for a second. There's a need to trust ourselves that we can still show up for ourselves, that we're not going to waver, that we're not going to regress, because I can feel that regression energy. Some of you guys who might have already regressed on some things, we're human, it happens. Get back up on that horse and do what you got to do, right? To restore that faith in yourself of being able to do whatever it is you got to do. Now, as this manifests in the external, when we have any insecurity, no matter what part of ourselves it's coming from, it doesn't matter. These are just labels for different parts of ourselves. That is just our entire unity self, right? Other people are going to feel that. Other people are going to sense that. And it's going to like ricochet. It's going to cause a trigger within them. Okay. So if you're in a committed romantic relationship, even a friendship, work relationship, whatever, one of you is acting really insecure and the other one's acting really frustrated. Just plain and simple. And the masculine energy that's like really frustrated, they're ready to create. They're ready. They can't create with other people if their feminine energy is like not trusting. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So those of you who are sitting in feminine energy are having a hard time trusting or feeling very insecure or even sad, even disappointed, if you've even had a regression, it's okay. Just deal with it. You know what I mean? Just go through the process. Just go through the process of healing that, dealing with it, accepting it, acknowledging it, understanding it, and moving on, right? And moving on so that you can just go and create whatever it is you need to do on your own. If this is something that's affecting your external relationships, do the work for yourself and then come back together with this person, friend, family, otherwise, or people, because it could just be more than one person, because there is this readiness of like, okay, let's do this now. But one of you is like wavering. One of you is becoming hesitant. One of you is becoming insecure, and it can't happen. So just work on yourself if you're feeling any of this, okay? If you're the one who's like really frustrated, just be patient. Try to be patient and try to be understanding, okay? So let's look at the Nine of Swords in reverse. Let's do crystal visions. Tell me what the Nine of Swords in reverse. Tell me what the Nine of Swords in reverse. Tell me what the Nine of Swords in reverse for the collective regarding this energy shift. The Nine of Swords in reverse for the collective regarding this energy shift. Tell me the Nine of Swords in reverse for the collective regarding this energy shift. Yeah, Tower in reverse, Mars energy, so Aries, Scorpio. Some of you, it's like fear of something collapsing or some kind of shift happening. Some of you, this has already happened and it's after the fact and you're recognizing it. It's like, it's the moment of epiphany. So some of you haven't had this epiphany about what's going on with yourself, of your own insecurities and whatnot, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, or your frustrations with yourself or someone else, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's the epiphany moment. So again, some of you aren't there yet. Some of you, it's already happened. So just take it as it resonates by the time you see this. But that's what that Tower moment is. And that's why it's associated with this insecurity and this fear and this anxiety and this concern. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in reverse, please, for the collective regarding this energy shift. Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse, Aquarian energy. Peace and direction. I just heard direction with that. Until this epiphany is had, and then the work can be done according to like what you're realizing about yourself or other people in this situation, you're not going to have peace. And there needs to be a sit down. Like, I'm just being totally honest with you. There needs to be like a sit down where you're like, all right, let me take some time out, process this, figure out what it is I'm feeling or what distortion it is I need to work through. And then I can go move forward, go into creative mode, or go and create with the person or persons I was already doing that with, okay? But until that happens, you're not gonna have peace of mind. And like I said, it does feel a little bit like overactive mind, and maybe even projecting a lot of stuff that's not really there, because it's out of distortion. Tell me the Nine of Swords in reverse, please. Tell me the Nine of Swords in reverse for the collective regarding this energy shift. All right, let's see here. Oh, yikes. Bubs, really? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Get your butt out of my face. And the Sun in reverse, Leo energy. So yeah. With Ace of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse, it's major disappointment. It's feeling a little bit in the dark. It's feeling hopeless. It's like it's falling into that boat of insecurity and not really having clarity of that. Just be careful, because I can feel a lot of you are going to get very lost in this boat of emotions and anxiety, disappointment, insecurity. Sorry, I know he's just moving everything around. But that's what I'm feeling with this. It's almost like an eclipsing. It's an eclipsing of your faith and your inner knowing. But that's, again, it's okay. It's distortion that needs to happen. And it feels like it's around faith and trust and masculine energy within ourselves. And cute. Okay. You know, no. I love you so much, but you are causing such a distraction. Okay. Anyway, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it keeps making me lose my train of thought. This is definitely about restoring faith in masculine energy within ourselves and with other people. The trust that like we can be very much in our feminine energy, and it's safe. It's safe to be in our feminine energy. It's safe to trust ourselves. He jumped on the table. It's safe to trust ourselves. It's safe to trust other people with our feminine energy, with our magic, basically. It's safe to trust that. Not to say that there's not magic with masculine energy. There is. There totally is. And that magic is about bringing things into fruition and supporting creations and protecting those creations. That's where masculine magic comes in, right? But talking about feminine magic, there's a lack of safety and trust that like that magic can actually be put out there, and it's not going to be abused, it's not going to be taken, it's not going to be stifled or abandoned, etc. Insert many things here that we're all afraid of. Again, all of us, men and women alike, this cat, are going to be experiencing this, and it will manifest in our relationship. So just check yourself to see where you're at in this boat, okay? Now I'm gonna pull advice, if this cat will let me. Literally, like, I have to hold him down. Like, literally, look at this. Like, look at this. All right, sorry. Now I, like, broke my tripod. Give me a second. Okay, let's pull advice for my elements, okay? Are you gonna behave? He's looking at me like, no. Okay. Fire, air, earth, water. Fire, air, earth, or water. Who's going first? Fire, air, earth, or water. Don't move my camera, please. Thank you. Advice for my elements, please. Fire. We're going with fire first. Any advice for my fire signs regarding the spread of this energy shift? Patience. I'm hearing patience. And listen. Yeah, I'm hearing be patient and listen. Be patient and listen. Take things really slow, fire signs, is also what I'm gathering. It's like there's a lot that can be realized with people in how they say things or how they don't say things, right? So it's like even if someone's like acting out or whatever, it's like if we really listen to what they're saying, if we really pay attention to what they're doing and we take time like away to be like, to just process it, we might realize a lot more truth than what's actually on the surface. So just be patient and listen. Any advice for my fire signs for this energy shift and pertaining to this spread? Any advice for my fire signs for Leo, Sag, and Aries? Peacock spirit, let it shine. 46 breaking down to a cyclical energy. So cycles opening and closing. I feel like there's also a lesson learned with this. being patient and listening, you're going to be able to see it all. You're going to be able to see people's inner truths and really their light and the side of them that is very high vibrational, even if it seems like a lot of their distortion is out and about, okay? There's also this energy of like making sure that you're doing that for yourself, but you can only do that for yourself if you're checking in with yourself, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Any advice for my fire signs pertaining to this spread? Be as honest as you can. It's going to be really easy to fall into this like blunt energy. And it's not that it's not honest, but when we're tactless and we're blunt, sometimes a lot of truth that needs to be heard is lost because we're just so hell-bent on speaking the thing we're feeling or the truth that we, you know, the truth that we feel is important to us. But sometimes other people need to hear a deeper truth than that, right? Any advice for my fire signs? I'm going to see if one more card wants to come out. Can I get one more card for my fire signs, please? One more card? Okay. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. That's manifestation. That's using magic. There's also an emotional component with the electric eel spirit, which I love. And 24 breaking down to a 6 here. Fire signs, you can still create. You can get to that point of creation. Just be patient, listen, speak the full truth, which is why it's like be patient with how you're communicating and how you're showing your energy. Be patient with how those are how other people are expressing themselves to you as well. Because if you're patient and you listen, you're gonna hear the truth, a deeper truth that you need to hear. And if you're patient with other people, they're gonna hear and see a truth that they really need to hear that's deeper than what is just bluntly on the surface, okay? And you're gonna be able to get to a place of creating. Also, that's an energy of creating from the heart space as well. Okay, fire signs. Let's move on. Air, earth, or water. Air, earth, or water. Advice for air, earth, or water, please. Air. For my Geminis, Libras, and Aquas, advice for my air signs regarding this energy shift and this spread. Advice for my air signs. Where are we at? 32 minutes? Okay. Advice for my air signs. Advice for my air signs. Can I get advice for my air signs, please? Let's see. Oh. Cow spirit, miracles are endless. 15 breaking down to a 6. Air signs, I love this. Everything will be put right, is what I just heard. Everything will be put right. It might not feel like that. I think for my air signs, be very careful of how active your mind is. It's not analysis paralysis I'm sensing with you. It's like your mind's going to go into overdrive, like way overdrive. And I think it might even lead to blowing things out of proportion. Everything will work out the way that it needs to. So just understand that. Yeah, I feel like it's more about just stay grounded as well. Getting a lot of earth energy with you, air signs. Maybe you're dealing with an earth sign now, you have that in your chart. Get as grounded as possible and just keep your mind in check. Like with your everyday rituals. Oh, I think this is more than just air signs. A lot of people have been slacking on their everyday spiritual routines. They're actually saying no meditation. Like no one's been meditating. Yeah, air signs, make sure you're meditating, make sure you're grounding yourself to make sure that you are clearing your mind out every day. I think it's a great way to start the day. Some of you might benefit from doing it at night before you go to sleep as well. There's a need to just stay grounded in the moment because your mind is going to go way like running off the rails with something and might lead to some conflicts, unnecessary stuff, but everything's going to work out the way that it needs to in a very, very beneficial way for you. You might not believe that, you might not see that, you might not feel that, but it is true. Just stay grounded through all of this. Okay, who's left? Water and earth? Water, earth, water. Water, you're first. Earth, you'll be last. Any advice for my water signs? Oh, I know it's a cliche, water signs, but feel a lot of crying. Feel a lot of wallowing. Actually, yeah, it feels more like wallowing. It actually feels very Cancerian. No shade to my Cancers. I love my Cancers. It just feels very like shadowy Cancer, like wallowing in the shell. I'm feeling a lot of that. Yeah, water signs. It's kind of similar to what I was picking up on with air. It's like get back to a routine. Get back to a routine. It's almost like if your day's not full or if you don't have like obligations that you're making yourself adhere to, you're gonna fall into that wallowing state. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised. Even if you just like get out for a walk or just decide that you're gonna have a to-do list for the day and you choose to stick with it. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. And you choose to stick with it versus like, I'll do it tomorrow. It's very Cancerian. It's very Cancerian. It's very water sign. I'll do it tomorrow. Make yourself do it. You'll be surprised at how good you'll feel. Any advice for my water signs, please? Pertaining to the spread and this energy shift. I'm also getting a lot of lethargy with you. I think that's also if you're like allowing yourself to wallow. Any advice for my water signs? Any other advice for my water signs, please, pertaining to this spread and this energy shift? Yep, quite literally what I was saying. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. 40 breaking down to a 4. Have a list, water signs. Have a to-do list. Have tasks every day that you're going to do. Even if you have a lot of like lazy time in between these tasks, it feels so Cancerian. Make sure you do it. Make sure you just do it. It's gonna make you feel a lot better. Get shit done that you haven't been getting done. Right? Like if you find yourself wallowing again, but you don't have like super important stuff to do, there's always something that we need to be taking care of that we're not doing. Everybody's got a never-ending to-do list. Work on that. Work on that to just avoid getting sucked into that wallowing, insecure energy, okay? Wow. Okay. Earth signs. Earth signs. Any advice for my earth signs pertaining to this energy shift and this spread? Any advice for my earth signs, please? Any advice for my earth signs? Any advice for my earth signs, please, pertaining to this energy shift reading? Ooh. What do you see, Bubs? Scaling the window. You guys got 4. Ursa? Can you tell I look a little worried? I was like, oh shit, there's 4. All right, let me see what we got here. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up, energy of 2. Canary spirit, sing your own song, 12, breaking down to a 3. Stag spirit, take Jesus to very earthy energy, very Taurian Capricorn to me. Oh. Thought it fell in my water. Take the lead, 58, what is that? 15, 14, 13, a 4, stability. And spider spirit, make your dreams real, 56, breaking down to 11. So this is making sure that you get back on track to a manifestation mode. This is about your own truth. Earth signs. Why do I feel like this is like mostly for Capricorns? Yeah, this is about your own truth. Okay? The ability to believe in yourself. The ability to believe in your masculine energy. Like that, I'm really feeling that for my earth signs with this. It's like knowing that you are totally capable to lead, knowing you are totally capable to just make shit happen. There is a sense of like urgency that I'm feeling with this though. Like don't slack on this. It's interesting. Yeah, don't slack on this. Interesting. Your earth signs, get busy and get to your truth very quickly. Get to finding your voice as well. For those of you who struggle with your throat chakra or struggle with not being big enough or loud enough or heard enough, you don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You just have to be the most commanding person, the most captivating person in the room. Sometimes the person who's most captivating doesn't say anything. You know what I mean? It's something about your energy and your presence. Believe in yourself, basically. Believe in your truth, believe in your power, believe in your magic, and that's going to be key to trusting yourself and trusting that others will follow you. Oh, this is up for like my leading earth signs. But yeah, a lot of cards here just to say that, but it feels like that's kind of a tall order for some of you, but get busy with it. Don't slack on it. Make this a priority for you. That's going to change a lot of things for you during this time period, okay? Wow. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Everything else you need is linked below for your convenience, and I hope you guys have a good night. Namaste.